Okay, I'm going to show you how to hold the saxophone and how to read music for the saxophone. Now there are many different types of saxophones, but this one in particular is the alto saxophone. Now something you need to know before you work with the saxophone is you need to know the keys of the saxophone. And now these are the main ones that you will use when you play. And you also need to work on what the parts are. Now this is your neck, and it all comes apart, so this part comes apart from this, and this comes apart too. Now right here that I have it pointed on is what holds your reeds. Now this is what your reed looks like, and that's very important because the saxophone is a wood instrument, and you need that in order to play. Now another thing you also will want is your neck strap. Now the neck strap helps you to hold your saxophone because it actually weighs a lot more than it may look. Like if you're marching in high school or college, it comes in handy when you really need it. And without it, it can be really hard, like walking and marching or anything. And what you also need is, on the saxophone, there's a small little hole part that you clip this part to. And it makes it so then it stays on your saxophone. Now some of them don't have the actual clip, so it may fall off on you and it can be bad. Now next you need to know your positioning for it. Now that is for this is your right hand, and you will have it on the three main keys. It'll be your pointer finger, your middle, and then that one. And for your right, this will be your left hand, and it'll be kind of the same. And sometimes you use your pinky, but not very often. And on the other side of the saxophone, there's an octave key that helps you to play the higher notes, which will be with your thumb. Now, another thing you also need to know is you need to know how to do your mouth, because if you don't, then it may mess it up. Like if you have it like this, it's not going to work and it won't play right. And now if you have it like this, then it'll play a lot better. Now another thing is you need to know the notes to the saxophone. Now these are the concert B flat, the main ones you will use. And this is F sharp. There are sharps and flats. You go from A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Now these are other notes. These are higher notes that you may not play until maybe high school or college because they are a lot harder. Now you also have flats and sharps, which the sharp makes it a half higher and a flat makes it a half lower. Now after you know the notes, which right here is showing you what the fingering is to the saxophone. Now music is, you will start off easy, and now these are the notes in case you haven't figured them out. You can write them down to help you figure them out later on. Now another thing is like harder things. This could be a little harder when you get more advanced, or by the time you get to high school and college, you could be playing this, which is way harder.